Bring it on!
Yeah, it's not a short straw, it's a long straw that Steve White chose today for this one. Steve?
Well, thanks a lot, Rich. And besides all the talent on the field, we're going to be watching two of the best play schemers and play designers in Saints head coach Sean Payton and Rams head coach Sean McVay, who have tremendous admiration for one another. But I spoke to players for both teams as to what makes them so good at what they do. And veteran left tackle Teron Armstead of the Saints said of Payton, he's always going deep into film study, even 10 years back, to come up with old plays to spin something off of. But he's also coming up with impromptu things like the 3-quarterback package they used last week. And remember, also in terms of packages, the Saints are constantly rotating players. As for the Rams, they stay in the same personnel. Use a lot of pre-snap eye candy, leading Andrew Whitworth to say that McVay understands other defenses better than anybody and is constantly adjusting to favorable matchups. Now, for more on this game, let's send it to Steve Mariucci.
Oh, all right, Steve. Well, speaking of eye candy, I have Irv here, people.
Yes.
Okay, he's our playmaker, and I'm going to ask you, Michael,
Listen.
in this game, Rams and Saints, who is the most important playmaker in today's game?
And there are playmakers all over the football field. And I'm going to tell you something. That boy Todd Gurley is off the chain. So you would think that I'm going to say is that number one rush offense of the Rams versus number one rush defense of the Saints.
Say it.
But it is not. It is Mark Ingram. This is the number one playmaker if the Saints want to win this football game. Mark Ingram came back and had 53 yards. Last week, 63 yards. I'm going to need him to combine both of those and come up with about 120 yards because he has to eat the time of possession for the Saints. Don't try, if you're Drew Brees, to match this team point for point. Last week, coach, first 5 drives, 5 punts. Last 8 drives, 27 points. Woo. Sooner or later, they're going to score.
Yeah, well, Mark Ingram with Alvin Kamara. That's a good 1-2 punch, Michael. But for me, a playmaker, you know what? How many phases are there in football? There's offense, there's defense, and there's special teams. We never talk about special teams around here.
Right.
But the Rams special teams, big time. Look at this Johnny Hecker right here with the fake punt pass to Sam Shields. He's completed 10 of these in his career. He can sling it.
Sam played a little receiver at Miami.
Yes, he did. He's from the U and
from the
came
U.
from the Packers, all right? How about Hecker now? Put the ball down inside the 5-yard line, why don't you? You pull out your 9-iron and you stick it on there, bam, right there.
That's
and
incredible.
then who's getting that? Is that Sam Shields again?
That's that boy from
Yes,
Miami.
it is, yeah.
Man, come on, Miami.
This led to a safety. They tackled him in the end zone. And
Somebody
then
in
2
Miami
minutes
playing
left to go in
football.
the game. You got to light your hair on fire and go down and make a tackle. Bam! And it's a fumble right here. And you know what? Aaron Rodgers doesn't even get a chance to get back on the field because the special teams of the Rams under John Fossil, big time, right? It's going to be.
And then they Jimmy Johnson, that poor man, Ty Montgomery. That means get out. That's exactly what they did to that man. Get out. You fumble. Get out.